Hey guys, and welcome to my very first monthly wrap-up. In May, I read 4 books, which doesn't seem like a whole lot, I know, but that's pretty good for me, and they were all fairly long, so I'm actually pretty proud of that number. The first book that I read, I didn't read the whole thing in May, but I finished it, and that is The Mask of Benevolence by Harlan Lane. This was a text for my sign language course, so I finished it up right at the very beginning of May. This is a book about deaf culture and kind of the clash between the hearing world and the deaf world, and how kind of the hearing autist group of individuals really don't understand that being deaf isn't necessarily a disability, that it's a whole separate language and cultural group. And it's very interesting. It's really dry. I hate to say I didn't actually enjoy it. I thought the information itself was really interesting, but the way it was presented kind of made me want to gouge my eyes out. That being said, I think that this is something that all people should know about, this issue between the hearing and deaf cultures, and I'm actually considering doing a sign language review of this book. So that's kind of an intimidating thought for me because my sign language isn't perfect. I've only taken 3 semesters, but I feel like this is something that more people should know about. So if you guys are interested in me doing that kind of a video or doing other reviews in sign language, maybe, potentially, let me know in the comments below. If enough of you request something like that, maybe I will suck it up and do it. The next book that I read in May, I've already talked a lot about, but that is The Host by Stephanie Meyer, and I will link my review on the book and down in the downstairs thing where links go if you want to check that out. But basically I gave this 3 stars on Goodreads. It was okay. I didn't love it, didn't hate it, kind of felt about it at the end, so The Host. But I mean, like, another big book. The next book I read was Inkheart, and this is part of my unread series summer TBR stack thingamabobber. I gave this 4 stars on Goodreads, and I will be doing a full series review on this trilogy once I finish it. I really did enjoy this book. It made me super nostalgic, and I picked up a lot of new literary allusions that I didn't get when I was reading it as a kid. The last book that I read in May is a book that I've been working on for a couple months, and that is Watching Baseball Smarter by Zach Hampel. I started this book on my road trip home for the summer and finally finished it this morning. This is an interesting book. If you're a big baseball geek fan, whatever, you might really enjoy this book. I'm not a huge fan of listing statistics or math or talking about field diagrams or diagrams of the way you need to hold the ball for different pitches to happen. So for me, I didn't really care so much about that. What I did like about this book is that it has a lot of little interesting historical facts and tidbits, and it talks about like why they always are adjusting themselves in the middle of the game or why they spit so much. It also has a glossary in the back, so if you're ever hanging out with a bunch of people who are throwing around terms, you can kind of sneak home and then flip through the back and be like, oh, that's what they were saying. But for me, I don't know, it was just okay. I gave it a 3 stars on Goodreads, and overall it was fairly enjoyable. So those are all the books that I completed in May, and I also started The Sign by Raymond Kuhuri, and I started this a couple days ago and I'm about there. But this is a really huge book, as you can see, and I'm not really sure why I picked this one to break up the series because I'm supposed to be reading the Inkworld trilogy right now, and this is too big for a break book. I think we had just gone to see Star Trek or something, and I really wanted something fast-paced and kind of action, mystery, adventure-y, so I went with this one. I've read Kuhuri before and I've really enjoyed his work in the past, and he writes very fast-paced plot lines. I've really been enjoying it so far, and hopefully I finish it soon though so I don't fall behind on my summer TBR. So after all of my May books, I have officially read 16 books towards my 50 books challenge, which means I'm only 4 books behind. But hey, that's pretty good for me considering I only read a total of 19 books last year because I was in this epic reading slump, and I'm kind of fighting my typical summer reading slump right now, so hence I picked up the fast-paced book. Anyways, I hope you guys read some good things this month too. Let me know in the comments below if you would like, and I will talk to you in a future video. Bye!